Tottenham Hotspur are in a semi-final of a European Cup. Let me just repeat that. Tottenham Hotspur are in the semi-final of a European Cup. Now, I know you may be thinking, how did we get here? And I really don't know how we got here, guys, because we are, what are we? At the time of recording, we're what, 15th in the league, is it? 15th? 16th in the league. 16th in the league. We hadn't had a game where we hadn't conceded since, I think, Feb, 10 games. And somehow we have managed to house our way to a semi-final. I'll be honest with you, I actually thought we played okay today. I thought we were all right. It was one of our better performances. I thought Ange got it all right. There was obviously a few shaky moments. You're going to have to walk with me now. There was a few shaky moments, a little bit nervous towards the end. But all in all, not bad. Not bad one bit. By the way, I came to Tottenham, came to the Bill Nicholson pub. If you know, you know. It was packed. Came to the Bill Nicholson pub. This way, doll. Bill Nicholson pub because I wanted to enjoy potentially what was going to be our last game in Europe, maybe years, in Tottenham, in the heart of it. And I'll be honest with you, no one is more shocked than me that we have managed to get through to a semi. And it's going to be Lazio. They're always thinking it was going to be Bodo Glimt, nice trip to Norway. But no, it's Lazio, which poses a very big test for Spurs. Very hostile environment. Second leg is in Lazio. Again, it's screaming trouble. Screaming can't defend. Screaming is Brennan going to arrive at the back post. But somehow we are even in the conversation. Standout performers tonight. Anyone spring to mind as a standout performer? I would say defensively, actually, considering we have, prior to tonight, we had we'd conceded in the last 10 games. And I thought it was obviously nailed on that we would concede. Again, hostile ground. Do Spurs have the stomach for it? I didn't think they probably would. But they managed to get through. Pen's a pen. Their keeper absolutely took out Maddison. The fact that he even had to go to VAR is criminal, because anyone with a set of eyes could see that was a pen. I actually thought, who's the standout person for me tonight? Who would you say, Liam? Who wowed you with their performance? It was a real team effort. I don't think. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. No. I'll tell you what. I'll actually give credit.
Madison took one for the team.
Yeah, Madison fully took one for the team. We're going to move you into the car now. Madison fully took one for the team tonight by getting completely knocked out by the keeper. I would also say, I'd been very critical of Romero, and rightly so. I'd actually say Romero had a pretty good performance tonight. Defensively, they were, I'd even go as far to say they were quite compact at
solid,
times.
I would say.
They were solid, which is not something I would usually equate Spurs to. What else? Who else can we give love and credit to tonight?
Kulusevski back from injury.
Kulusevski coming back. Obviously coming on a lot earlier than I think Ange would have planned because of the Maddison injury. Bergvall. I love Lucas Bergvall. I mean, he's way too good to be at Spurs, let's be honest with you.
No, we've got him for a couple more years.
It's probably going to be a Luka Modric situation. And he'll be off.
Tell was all right. Stepped in for Son.
Yeah, Tell. Obviously, there was that little slight kerfuffle over who was going to take the pen. Tell wanted it. Ended up being Solanke. There's a lot of criticism of Solanke. I quite like Solanke in terms of like how he brings people into play, holds the ball up well. I think we're a better team with Solanke in it. Don't get me wrong, he's not worth 65 million, but I didn't make the market. So that is what it is. It's English tax. Yeah, you go on, just play your music in the background. What else? Yeah, look, I mean, I can only give them credit for tonight. I did not really have much hope about us getting through. They've managed to prove me wrong, and I love it when they prove me wrong. I've gone a slight bit early and booked my hotel for Bilbao. I haven't booked a flight, but I've booked a hotel for Bilbao, just because. And And look, we can only hope. Do I think that we're going to get knocked out by Lazio? Probably in the semis. Probably, but I did book free cancellation just to make sure. I also had that in mind as well, and it was potentially going to be Bodo Glimt. And I guess that we just move with it. Ange lives to see another day. I thought he'd be getting his P45 tomorrow morning, but it's Bodo Glimt in the semi-finals.
Wait, what?
What?
They go, wait.
Sorry. I've just seen that tweet.
Sorry.
There's me chatting about Lazio, and me and Liam were under the impression.
Oh no, Bodo Glimt won 6-5 on aggregate.
Right, so we can scrap that.
No, they didn't. They won 3-2 on penalties.
Who, Bodo Glimt?
Yeah, Bodo Glimt won on penalties.
Right, so ignore what I said about Lazio.
We're going to Oslo.
We're going to Oslo.
I don't think they'd play. Hang on.
Well, Lazio did win on the night. We're not going to Lazio. We're going to Bodo Glimt. And yet the free cancellation still stands, because do I really back Spurs to comfortably win a game over 2 legs with Bodo Glimt? Maybe not. That's purely for the Spursy aspect of it. It would be very Spurs, wouldn't it, to get knocked out by Bodo Glimt. So yeah, you can ignore whatever I said before about Lazio, because that was completely fake news. Really, we got quite caught up in the goings on at United at full time. We switched it over, very, very quickly. I would like to also just talk about that for a moment, because obviously in our group chat, in our little DR Weekenders group chat, we were very much giving it to Flex, very much calling him out, saying, how's your team getting knocked out by a 33-year-old Lacazette? You just keep playing in the background. A 33-year-old Lacazette. But I've never seen a comeback like that, really. That is up there. That is something that you would only really see at United or Anfield, or I guess Spurs at Ajax. Hint, hint. But that was an unbelievable comeback. I mean, to be out of it at 112 minutes, and then you come back in 6, 7, 8 minutes. Unbelievable. So am I a little bit worried about the potential of having United in the final if we beat Bodo Glimt, not Lazio?
United in the final.
Yeah, I am. It's a disaster for us. And I know what you lot will say. You've already beaten them 3 times this season. You've said you put 7 goals past them, which we did. But that just screams Spursy, doesn't it? Because we've beat them so many times this season that when it actually matters the most in a final, God willing we get there, it's incredibly Spursy to then bottle it and then lose to United. So Liam and I were very happy when we thought that United were going out, because we thought it felt like there was a half a chance for us. But this is teeing us up though for Flex and I to do a great away day for you lot. Great content, great BTS, lots of going back and forth with each other, lots of arguing, which I guess all of you lot love to see anyway. So yeah, I mean, all in all tonight, it's a success. We've got Bodo Glimt, not Lazio. Fake news over there, feeding it through. First leg, I'll obviously be at home. I'll be coming to the game. Second leg, I will be...
She's had a drink.
I've had a drink. Second leg, I will be on holiday. I will be in Dominican Republic, so you'll be getting DR in DR. And I tell you what, if we make it to that final, you will be seeing me knee slide across that beach. Knee slide.
Ickiest thing.
It might be the ickiest thing you've ever seen, but you'll be seeing me knee slide regardless. So yeah, guys, all in all, it's been a good night. Up the Spurs. Love to see it. Big Ange lives to see another day. I'm still off the M1. But until then, I'll see you Monday, and we've got Forest Monday night. So actually, I'll still be on a high Monday because we won't have played another game. It's not about that. Who cares about the league? Who cares about that? It's all about Europa League. We're going to win it, mate. We're going to win the European
Always wins in his second season.
We're always wins in his second season. And I tell you what, him cupping that ear at Chelsea. Imagine when he cups his ear when he wins a trophy. When he says, yeah, finished 17th, but I won a trophy, mate. And I take it, and then I sack him the next day, and I say, bye-bye. But until then, love you. See you Monday. Bye.